Hi, Jacques here, working as a Christian pastor with one thought to help you do life well. I absolutely love my job, but as with everything in life, it's not always moonlight and roses. There are areas of frustration, and probably, in my experience, the biggest area of frustration for me flows from having to watch people make choices and having no ability to influence those choices. I'm regularly placed in a situation where people would ask me for advice and I would give it to them. But as I give it to them, I can see that it does not make sense to them. And so they choose to discard the advice, the counsel. The really sad part comes when the choice turns out to have the consequence that I foresaw it would have. It's the difficult part of any form of leadership or ministry or service, because when all is said and done, we cannot make people's decisions for them. Jesus was in regular confrontation with the religious leaders of his time, and it was something that he pointed out. The leaders just could not see what he was saying, but instead of trying to convince them, he advised his friends, just let it go, just leave them. They could not see, and that meant that they would end up in a ditch along with those who followed them. See, we cannot control people, or we cannot control their choices, and this means that we sometimes just have to let them go, even when we can see the result of what will happen one day. So here's a bold question for you today. Are you trying to control people and direct their choices, or are you giving them the freedom to choose? Now, if you don't know which side of that question you land, ask yourself this very simple question, or look for this in your life. Do you find yourself nagging at them? If you find yourself in a place where you regularly have to nag, realize this: the person or the people that you are nagging to, they're not hearing you. You can speak the truth in love, but you have to stop nagging. Why? Because you don't have their ear. Rather, trust God with them and with the consequences of their choices. You see, it's only God who can carry that responsibility. So as you go through today, do not fall into the trap of trying to control people, but give them the freedom to make their own choices. See you soon.